A deadly dragon.
A deadly dragon.
According to folklore, a hideous dragon once lived in the River Ware in England.
A hideous dragon once lived in the River Ware in England.
Called the Lambton Worm, slimy skin covered its body.
Called the Lambton Worm, slimy skins covered its body.
It had no legs or wings.
It had no legs or wings.
Its breath killed anyone who smelled it.
Its breath killed anyone who smelled it.
This monster snatched up animals and people with its sharp teeth.
This monster snatched up animals and people with its sharp teeth.
At night, the dragon wrapped its huge body around a hill to sleep. The River Ware. Folklore. Ideas or stories that are not true, but that many people have heard. Swamp beast. Beware of the swamps and lakes of Australia. The bunyip is said to call these waters home.
The bunyip is said to call these waters home.
Reports about the creature's looks vary. Some say it has the head of an emu or dog with a hairy body.
Some say it has the head of an emu or dog with a hairy body.
The bunyip eats anyone who dares to enter its watery home.
The bunyip eats anyone who dares to enter its watery home.
But even people on land aren't safe. At night, this monster leaves the water. It gobbles up everyone in sight. The Aborigines of Australia first described the bunyip. These people arrived in Australia about 50,000 years ago. Emu, a large flightless Australian bird that runs fast. Aborigine, one of the native peoples of Australia whose ancestors lived there before Europeans arrived. Bull-headed monster. The Minotaur was one of the scariest monsters from ancient Greek myths. It had the head of a bull. Its body was human. This beast used razor-sharp teeth and horns to attack its victims. The Minotaur lived in a labyrinth. It hungered for only one thing, human flesh. Anyone caught in its maze-like home was eaten alive. Myth. A story told by people in ancient times. Myths often tried to explain natural events. Labyrinth. A maze of winding passages. According to the myth, the Greek hero Theseus killed the Minotaur. The flying head. According to Malaysian folklore, a blood-sucking monster lives in plain sight. During the day, the Penanggalan looks like a woman. But at night, its head detaches from its body. Guts dangle from this monster's head as it flies around. It hungers for human blood. Types of vampires. Every culture has its own vampire legend. In some stories, vampires look like regular humans. In others, vampires are balls of fiery blue light. In most legends, vampires drink human blood. Culture. A people's way of life, ideas, art, customs, and traditions. A watery end. English folklore says the murky ponds of northern England hide a scary monster. A woman with green skin, hair, and teeth hides beneath the surface. She is called Jenny Greenteeth. This monster waits for children to come near. She then uses her long arms and sharp nails to drag them to their doom. The Jenny Greenteeth story isn't real, but some people think the Yeti and other monsters might exist. Real or not, it's fun to tell stories about creepy monsters among us. Jenny Greenteeth is sometimes called Wicked Jenny.